Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner, and if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. What an exciting day in Tesla. Well, we had a high to low today of $11.29. That's pretty good movement. And currently we are hovering around 260.80. Down from the close by just about $2. We had a high today at 273.53, a low at 262.24, and we closed at 262.51 in the red. The indexes were up slightly today. Tesla in the red, underperformed. Pivot point, 273.54 on the upside. Is it possible that that's our new top pivot point for the time being? It is possible. Just don't know for sure. 8:30 last night, we had a high of 273.70, and we came just shy of hitting that during the regular hours. I view that as a little bit bearish for the near term. Also, divergence. Volume decreased today by 57 million shares. 103 million traded back and forth. Normally, that would be considered as a good thing because the volume followed the stock, but 57 million is a pretty big number, and Grandpa views that as being bearish. On a brighter note, the dominant trend is currently up, and let me show you that quickly. Then I'm going to show you a death cross after that. We have a buy signal in the daily. This is the daily. Each candle is 1 day. This candle is engulfed into that one. So are these three, followed by green, and that gives you a buy signal. And Heikin ASHI reverse engulfing candles. And we have we had a bear flag here. Grandpa was singing about that for the longest time. And got a nice green. This candle here is only 1 day old. These are weekly candles, except for this one. This one's only 1 day old. We won't know until Thursday if it's even going to be green or red for sure. But it is a buy signal. So, like I say, the dominant trend is up because the daily, the weekly, and the monthly are still all buy signals. So the dominant trend is up. But we can do a little reversal here down into the 257 area or whatnot, or even the 235s, and probably not lose our dominant trend here at this point. I'm going to go back to the 5-minute here. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe I better talk about this death cross. When the 50 moving average crosses through the 200 coming downward, that creates what's called a death cross. And so far, this death cross has given us $8.50 approximately, maybe $8.70 by now. It has, usually they do about $3, but very often they'll do around $12.70, which would get you down to that 257 area, possibly. If it goes out to its 223 area, that would bring you down to 245 area. But Grandpa doesn't really play the death cross. I just like to talk about them. Grandpa's got to talk about something. Jeff says, good afternoon, Grandpa. Beautiful day in Minnesota. Beautiful day here too. I know Jeff was at a funeral. He lost a loved one here, and they had the funeral today. So, okay, upside resistance. Well, on the top side, we have resistance at 280. Below that, 275 area, 266. Keep that 266 in mind, 263. And currently, like I say, we're trading right around the 261 area. Downside support, down on the bottom, we got support at 225, 235. That's that's a strong place of resistance, and it's also a spot that we may see in our near future at some point here. When you got a stock that moves $20 a day and $10 overnight or $30 and $50, you just don't know what it'll do. 245 support, 257.70s where Grandma's got her buys in, and 260. We'll see if this 260 holds us or not. Bottom pivot point, we got that on Wednesday, the 23rd, 212.11. So we're searching for our top pivot point now, and Grandpa's wondering if it's going to be 273.54 or not. I at this point, I just don't know. I do know that Grandpa's really under the weather. That's won't be doing a morning one. Previous top pivot point prior to our last bottom point was 265, and of course we blew through that with our high today at 273.53. So Grandpa's long right now, and you'll hear why in a second. Fair opening price for Tuesday, the 29th, is $266.20. $266.20. Grandpa's not always right. I'll tell you that straight out. I had to wait until 3 o'clock this afternoon to hit my opening price today of $264.70. It's supposed to hit in the morning, but I hit it at 3 in the afternoon. But when Grandpa calculates what's fair. And more often than not, that fair price will arrive, sometimes pre-market, sometimes in the afternoon. But generally, it usually gets there. So Grandpa's going to make this quick here. Grandpa's opinion, we have a death cross in the 5-minute, 850 so far. Kathy Wood sold a whole ton of shares at 260. She's expecting a dip down. She's probably going to get it, but probably not for a day or two. And she sold, I think, yesterday, and it's, it went up, like I say, $13 above that, come back down. It's hard to pick the corners. It's really hard. So let's see. Like I say, we may have made a top pivot point in the near term, looking to buy some in the 257, 258. That's where Grandma's buying, is 257.70. Expecting a bounce up. And then after that, the mid 250s, possibly 245, 235 area may hold us. And it looks to me like we're going to trade predominantly here most of this week, possibly in the 254 to 269 area. And that's all I know about that. I hope that was helpful. So fair opening price for tomorrow is $266.20. The price is currently $260.80 area, 85, $260.85. So excuse me, Grandpa figures I'm picking up $4 or $5 overnight here. We'll see how that works out for Grandpa, won't we? Hey, think about eternity once in a while. If you had Grandpa's head cold, you'd think about eternity more than you do, I guarantee it. Grandpa's under the weather. Grandma's under the weather. The little ones are under the weather. But in a day or two, we'll all be like brand new. Oh, boy, brand new. Oh, Grandpa's brand new. Okay, good luck. And we'll see you tomorrow after the close, Lord willing. Bye-bye.